Let's get straight to business. If there is one thing that kills a new precast factory faster than bad engineering, it's bad financial planning. I see so many entrepreneurs in India looking for that magic number. They all want to know, how many crores do I need to start? But here is the hard truth. That number doesn't exist until you define exactly what you are selling. Today, I'm not just going to give you estimates, I'm giving you a reality check on the Indian market. We're going to look at the cold, hard cash required for 3 specific levels of factories, from a basic site yard to a fully automated plant. I want to save you from under budgeting and running out of cash halfway through. So grab a notebook because we are talking about your capital. So let's look at numbers. We are discussing the minimum investment required to start a precast factory. This isn't a generic global guide. This is a specific Indian context, dealing with Indian laborers, Indian steel prices, and Indian construction market. If you are a developer or an investor, this is your financial roadmap. If a consultant gives you a quote without asking what you want to produce, run away. The investment depends entirely on your product mix and your automation level. Are you making boundary walls or are you making complex metro tunnel segments? The costs are totally different. And remember this golden rule. Don't design the factory for your budget. Design it for your business model. If you try to go cheap just to save on capex, you will bleed money in OPEX, operational costs later. To give you clarity, we have categorized the Indian industry into 3 distinct tiers. Tier 1 is site-based yard. This is bare bones, open air, using hydras. It's for simple stuff. Tier 2 is dedicated starter plant. This is a professional entry level. You have a shed, an overhead crane, a proper batching plant, and this is where most of you should aim to be at. Tier 3 is semi-auto integrated plant. This is for big players. High volume, hollow core machines, automated shuttles. This is a massive operation. Let's look at the numbers for Tier 1. The site-based yard, this is the lowest barrier to entry. You are looking at 40 lakhs to 1.2 crores. Notice where the money goes. Civil works, minimal, just leveling the ground. Machinery, you aren't buying cranes, you are renting hydras. Molds, this is your biggest expense. Even for a simple yard, you need good steel molds. Working capital, you need 10 to 20 lakhs cash in hand to pay laborers. And please note, we assume you are already owning the land or you're using a client site, so land cost is 0 here. Tier 2, the dedicated starter plant. This is a permanent asset. The investment jumps to 2.5 crores to 5.5 crores. And why is the increase? You need a shed. You need a proper industrial building around 20,000 square feet with heavy flooring. This alone can nearly cost 1 crore. Machinery, you need to buy 10-ton EOT crane, which is like a overhead crane, and a quality RMC plant. So this setup allows you to produce structural elements like beams and columns with high consistency. Again, land cost is excluded here. This is just for your factory setup. If you have any interest in precast concrete technology or construction technology, please do consider subscribing. A lot of you watch these videos and don't subscribe. This helps us create more videos like the semi-auto plant. This is for high speed, high volume production. The investment here will be around 8 crores to 18 crores and even can go upwards of that. Machinery, you are importing specialized tech like hollow core extruders, tilting tables, battery molds. For civil work, the shed is massive and the foundations for these machines can be heavy duty as well. For molds, you need sophisticated circulation pallets if required. You need to have a system to properly circulate your production system. This factory runs 365 days and come rain or shine. So look at the weather row. Tier 1, high impact. When the monsoon hits, your production stops. Tier 2 and Tier 3, low impact. You keep working. Look at manpower. Tier 1 is labor intensive. Tier 3 is capital intensive but efficient. You have to decide, do you want to manage 100 workers, which is Tier 1, or manage a bank loan, which is tier 3. Let's talk about what really drives the cost. Everyone calculates the machinery, but they forget the hidden costs. You need a power infra, which is around a 500 kVA transformer and cabling. This is a huge expense in India. Land development, building heavy-duty roads for trucks inside your yard costs a fortune. Working capital, in our industry, payment cycles are slow. You need cash to survive the 60-day gap or even more between buying cement and getting paid. There are 5 factors that swing your budget. The product mix, which is first. Making walls is cheap. Making a 3D pod is expensive. So the mold strategy should be, are you buying cheap timber molds, which is having short life, or expensive steel molds, which has long life? Then about lifting, hydras are dangerous but cheap. EOT cranes are safe but expensive. Curing, now you can have steam curing, which costs money but doubles your speed. So every choice here changes your bottom line. If you want a concrete recommendation, here is the India starter kit. This is a solid tier 2 setup producing 20 cubic meters a day. So for the machinery, you need a 0.5 cubic meter mixer and a 10-ton crane. For molds, you need 2 battery molds for walls, 10 column molds. For your team, you will need 1 manager, 15 workers, and a total of approximately 3.2 crores. This is a realistic starting point for most developers. Calculate your fixed monthly burn, rent, salaries, EMI. Let's say it's 15 lakhs. If you make 4,000 rupees profit per cubic meter, you need to sell 375 cubic meters a month just to reach zero. If you can't sell that volume, don't build the factory. I've seen too many people fail because of these common pitfalls. Buying machinery first, big mistake. Define the product first. Going cheap on molds. Bad molds equal to bad products, which equals rejected invoices. Ignoring logistics. If a trailer can't turn around in your yard, your factory is useless. And no quality check. If you don't have a lab, you don't have a business. This is exactly what we do at Modular Pulse. We de-risk your investment, we don't guess, we engineer your financial plan, we align your technology with Indian realities, mixing local steel fabrication with imported electronics to keep your costs down while keeping your quality high. Here is your action checklist. Identify the market demand, secure the land with power of course, define the budget, which is capex plus working capital, select the technology, and get a feasibility study done. Give yourself 6 to 9 months to get this right. Just so you know, these numbers are based on Q1 2024 market rates. They are estimates. Steel prices change and local labor rates vary. But this guide gets you 90% of the way there. Also, if you want to dig deeper, I have a detailed report covering everything we discussed today, including the full cost breakdowns and checklists. I've dropped the link in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Invest smart, plan for hidden costs, and you'll build a factory that actually makes a profit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.